Step 3 of the framework is creating a data master. You've had a look at all your sources, you've a good idea of your source quality, and now you need to create a one version of truth that you're going to feed into your target systems, your AI or your reporting or your automations. This one version of truth is a data set, and it's a data set that you will plan out, and I always find it's a good idea to have a schematic diagram of the data set to demonstrate and discuss with relevant team members where that data is coming from and how it flows through the system. It's in this part of the project that you're going to actually create your first draft of a data master. And like using templates, you can use tools that you are comfortable with, and depending on the size of the project and the amount of changes may dictate your tools. Now you've got free tools, you've got Excel, and it's always worth starting with Excel just to get a bit of a plan. Personally, I love using SQL, so I may have a combination of feeding Excel sheets into a SQL database, and it's in that database I create my master set, and that master set feeds various views that will match areas, modules, or requirements that are in the target system. So don't forget, the choice is yours. There are also other paid tools you can use like Zoho Data Prep, and there's various open source tools. Some of these I've likely recorded in my tools page. And then you can go further afield and pay for enterprise level tools. Personally, depending on the size of your project, I'd start with the tools you know and you're comfortable with. You can always transition these to different systems later, and likely they can pull in the data sets you've prepared anyway. So for this step, make sure to create your data master. Make sure you version control your data master. In other words, if you're having various team members editing, for example, they might be spreadsheets distributed through a business that you're then pulling together, you have to manage the editing of those sheets in a systematic way. And likewise, what can kill your project, depending on how you're managing it, is someone just adding a data column that you know nothing about, and they decide to drop it in the middle of, for example, Excel data and mess up some of your data flow. Definitely change control and manage the data master. It is your one version of truth and will stop you having headaches later down the project. Once you have your master data set, it's time to have a more detailed look at your target system.